Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Loyola Blakefield Varsity Soccer. I'm Matt Smolka sitting alongside Garrett Bussey for today's divisional matchup between the Loyola Dons and the Gilman Greyhounds. We are underway here at kickoff. Garrett, currently the Dons sitting at 3-3-2 in the MIA standings. They are second in the black division, while Gilman is at 3-3. They are third in the red division. So this game has some playoff implications, and we're delighted to bring it to you here on Loyola Sports Network, the premier high school streaming network. As Gilman gets a counter here. Scooped up easily by Ekman.
Yeah, Matt, Ekman going to get the shade for the first half, as Coach Lee usually selects, if possible. And the Dons coming off of a 4-2 win over Spalding at Spalding just a few days ago. Ugarte, who just had the ball at his feet with a header off a corner, so watch for his height today. Gilman hopefully going to get that height counter. See, for example, 9, Jack Stewson, the senior captain at striker.
Yeah, starting lineup for the Dons, a few changes. We see Matias De Jesus on the ball here, number 10. Did not start against Spalding. Here, loses possession now. Gilman possibly counter. Johnny Melanson, the junior captain. He's searching forward. That's going to run out. That was Chase Spurrier in pursuit of that ball. As I said, De Jesus gets the start in midfield once again. Caltabiano and Quimora complete that midfield trio alongside Kojo Marfo. Starbang will get the start at right back. He's seen some platoon time with Isaiah Stevens, but Kojo will be starting for today.
Yeah, Matt, we haven't seen Kojo get the start yet, but I think well-deserved. You'll see number 18 on this close side. And we have the freshman Onate, 23, getting the right wing today. De Jesus didn't see the start last week at home, number 10 in the mid field, but we'll see him start today.
Right, De Jesus, some questions. As I said, early in the season, he's had some recurring hip injuries. There have also been a few questions asked about his fitness. However, the Argentinian midfielder will get the start today against a pretty big matchup against Gilman. Not a lot of students out here today, Garrett, but
they might be on their way.
It is quite warm out here. Game time temperature is approaching 85 degrees as Ugarte plays it across to Paravano. You can see the Dons outside backs keeping well up the pitch. De Jesus maybe perhaps playing in more of a central role. We've seen him drop back a little bit. Now Chase Llewellyn, 2 goals against Spalding on the ball.
Yeah, Ugarte and Paravano certainly going to have to do their part today, as Stewson and Snavely are going to look to press similar to the Gonzaga press we saw at home a week ago. Paravano, former Dons Player of the Week 2 weeks ago. This week it is Hayden Roberts, the track man.
Right, as we see, Gilman seems to be staying in their shape. They've got Stewson as appears to be the lone forward up top. You can see Johnny Melanson. That number 7 shirt is going to really look to be that midfield catalyst for the Greyhounds today.
Here's Melanson in the middle. He's going to control the field much as Caltabiano will for the Dons, the junior captain, number 20.
Right, Melanson, the former Cathedral Stang, will be playing in the midfield for the Greyhounds. As Nate looks for Kobe Morog.
And Kelly on that left side, we've seen him solid all year with both feet, but specifically that left, defending that left side.
Here's Schmuggy, 1 goal against Spalding, which hopefully will have snapped his somewhat poor run of form in the last few games.
Yeah, Matt, our last game at home, the McDonough Eagles, unfortunately a loss, but certainly seen a lot of physicality in that game. Going to expect the same in this high-level MIA matchup.
Right, so that was the last game we streamed, Garrett. However, since then the Dons have played 2 games. It's a long ball played in. The Dons have played 2 games, one of which they drew 2-2 at a very good Mount St. Joe's team who is looking to perhaps be one of the number 1 seeds. And they've also beat Spalding 4-2. That game was also away, so it's a big win, especially considering, as any MIA player would tell you, to play away on the Archbishop Spalding turf is no easy task.
No, certainly known to be a bit different, just
so,
bumpiness.
I think the mood around the Dons team so far in the season is pretty hopeful. They're hoping that they had a rough game against McDonough, but since then they feel they may have turned a few things around. They've certainly been controlling the possession. Now Schmuggy looking to distribute into Llewellyn. Llewellyn trying to turn onto his right foot. It's knocked away.
Yeah, Matt, we haven't seen him too much yet, but Grant Farley in the blue jersey for the Hounds keeper, the senior captain, certainly played great last year, and we'll see if he can match Ekman, what Ekman has been able to do at home. Fortunately, a couple goals last week against McDonough, but here's Schmuggy on the ball.
That one's chased out and cleared by Eli Webb. senior captain and center back, wearing the number 4 jersey. It'll be Kojo looking at the long throw, looks to Kobe Morog. Tries to settle it down. Now De Jesus flicks it off. Kojo down to Nate. The Armor product faces 2. Kojo's taken off the ball by Melanson. Good job by Kojo to win the ball back using his body.
Good physical win there, able to turn him around. Here's Chase with the opportunity.
Well, looking to turn the corner. Guarded closely by Owen Grimm. Weak ball into the middle. Hound's able to clear. Well done by the Dons to bring that ball down under control. And one thing, Garrett, that I've noticed is that the Dons have really been controlling the possession.
Yeah, Matt, the Hounds going to look to intercept, as we saw there. Just a couple offensive midfielders. There's a foul on Stuzen, a clear shoulder. Not going for the ball, but Ugarte not phased. As I was saying, number 21 for the Hounds. That's Kosti Karakosis, along with Snavely, going to look to control that middle. A couple of seniors.
Yeah, and just as you said, Stuzen absolutely not afraid to use his physicality, which is very similar to Gilman striker from last year, Logan Paff, the Brown lacrosse commit. So just like Paff, Student is certainly be looking to throw his weight around up top in the final third. As Caltabiano distributes out to Kelly. It's a nicely played ball. Caltabiano, great season so far for the Dons. Ball rolls across the middle. No one's there. It's going to fall to Wellen at the far side. Rounds the corner. Just trying to beat Spurrier. Can't do so, but wins the throw.
Yeah, Matt Stuzen, also a Division I lacrosse commit. So I've seen similar play style most likely out of him. As you said, just sitting up top.
Paravano, long ball looking for Kelly over his head.
The Dons will regain possession.
Free kick will be played short. Coin Moore looking to distribute. He has a Nate. Dons will settle once again.
Yeah, Matt, it looks like Paravano Ugarte used to have a little bit more space back there without the pressure of Stuzen.
Right, so like I said,
work a bit harder.
Gilman's keeping their shape. It looks like they're going to be picking their moments to counter, like they may be doing so here, as Melanson in possession. De Jesus is closing in on him. Melanson beats him, looks to Stuzen. Stuzen, pass Schmuggy Ugarte with a nice tackle. Melanson, hard challenge, but clean. Ugarte goes hard. He may have hit his head there. And that would be a big blow for the Dons, Garrett. You know, early in the season, I was skeptical about Ugarte's transition to center back from playing more of a attacking midfielder winger role, but I have to say that the blonde defender has done a really good job in the back. I've been very pleasantly surprised by his performance this year. He's really worked in nicely among the backfield.
Ugarte is going to have to take a break. Hopefully not too much contact with his head on the ground there.
Both teams taking the opportunity to grab a water break here with 32 minutes to go.
Matt, we may see that water break implemented by the refs, depending on the temperature. We saw a couple weeks ago.
Right, I'm not sure the temperature is going to be high enough, but once again, it is at the discretion of the ref to award that. Currently, the temperature, Garrett, currently the temperature is 93 degrees, so pertaining to the new FIFA rules implemented for the Qatar World Cup. If the game time temperature is over 90 degrees, the referees may allow a 2-minute water break halfway through both periods of play. So that's something that we could see perhaps in another 10 minutes or so. Ugarte obviously has to come out, and on for his place we'll see Sebastian Linares as well as Isaiah Stevens has come on for Kojo at that right back position. Farley, that's a long and high punt. Kelly wins the second ball. Kami Morog.
Good poise by Kami Morog in the space.
Right,
great collapsed.
Great distributor of the ball. And Dons have really worked possession around very nicely, though they haven't had many chances to show for it. But they've controlled the aspects of play. Paravano wins the headed ball. Morag trying to bring it down. Linares loses possession.
Good coverage by Kumi Morag.
Well done to drop back. Kelly trying to keep it in. Nearly goes in with the high boot on Coach Leach Sanford there on the sideline. Now Schmuggy Llewellyn. Don's looking to break. Llewellyn looking for Onate. That ball is going to be too far for him. It'll be into the hands of Farley.
That is Alden Booth, number 12 for the Hounds, in the left back. She's going to have that matchup on the freshman Onate. Llewellyn hanging up top, just making sure Farley will punt the ball, doesn't drop it at his feet.
Paravano. Looking for Onate.
Don's looking to work the possession out of the back.
Yeah, good touch by Stevens. Not intimidated by the pressure coming from Stuzen. Caltabiano can't connect passes, however.
So we have seen some possession here from the Dons. Just passes tend to be a little long, just like that one. In these past few minutes, Dons haven't been able to get up into that front third with possession.
And that's basically what Gilman is trying to have them do. You can see they're not pressuring high. They're letting the Dons work the ball around the back. And they're basically challenging them to pass their way through them. And while Dons have shown good possession, they haven't been able to connect passes, especially into those dangerous areas.
I want to work out for them.
De Jesus, nice little move there into Caltabiano. Feeds it forward for Schmuggy. There's Schmuggy. Little fancy feet on the wing. Beats his man to his left. Trying to cross it in with his left foot. De Jesus was there. Farley sliding onto it. And
De Jesus just a step late. Wouldn't have had much of an angle. But Farley, certain experienced keeper, is going to know where to be position-wise.
All right, Farley, 3-year starter on varsity. He's certainly one of the elite goalkeepers in the MIAA. Perhaps even challenging the legendary Kieran Baskett of McDonough. And meanwhile, on the opposite goalie, the freshman Jordy Ekman, who is perhaps very much like Farley of 2 years ago, freshman varsity starter, as Kojo heads the ball towards Onate.
So we've seen a couple quick subs. Coach Lee's pulling on that right back between the seniors, Marfo, Sarbang, and Stevens.
Ugarte still out of the game, perhaps a concussion. Oh, excuse me, he's on the sideline now.
Most likely cleared by Coach Parr.
Yep, now Gilman with a chance, Melanson. Grimm with the ball, feeding it through now. Here's Spurrier. Spurrier looking with the left. Kojo is there. And out to Onate. Gilman, a hint of danger. Onate holding on the ball a little bit too long there.
Here comes Ugarte. Back to cover that left center position. Well, seem to be favoring this close side.
Kelly will come out as well as yeah, it'll be De Jesus coming out. Onate will drop back into the 10 spot. Kwaku comes up on the right wing, so Coach Lee is making a more frequent use of his bench than he usually does in this game.
The heat playing a factor, most likely, but we do like this matchup of Kojo and Kwaku, the brothers.
Can we more weathering a challenge from Karakausis, looking the long ball for Schmuggy. Schmuggy's going to be in. He's got Llewellyn and Kwaku in the box. And that's going to be a goal kick. Schmuggy may have been trying to cut back to his right on a move. Didn't quite work out for him there.
The senior Meyer on the right back for Gilman, going to get the matchup on the speedy Schmuggy. Certainly a threat in the MIAA.
Right, Schmuggy is clearly one of the fastest players in the MIAA, so Gilman is going to require quite a pacey defender to beat him. Now Gilman looking on the counter. Ball rolls in now. Stuzen feeds it back. The shot. Easy save from Ekman. That was Kosti Karakausis who put that one right into Ekman. He had a golden chance about 14 yards out or so. Good finish. Could have easily put Gilman up one. But,
Caught the Dons back line a little bit spaced out. Able to get the open shot top of the box, but right to Ekman.
There's Dixon on the left side. Dixon can't get the touch. Karakausis now. He's looking to feed Stuzen in. Good step there by Paravano. Stuzen was onside, I believe, or would have been in any case, as Kwaku looks to control. Onate calling for the 1-2. Return pass slightly too long. He'll win it back.
4 hounds on Onate. Still takes it.
Called to
It's a
Biano.
good switch there from the Dons. Dixon has plenty of room.
All right, called to Biano. One of the crucial cogs in that midfield now. Dixon
Through.
playing in for Schmuggy. Schmuggy looking at that left foot. Llewellyn's there.
So coming more good coverage, sitting at the top of the circle there as a first real chance for the Dons.
Called to Biano looking in. Called to Biano on his left foot. Called to Biano feeding in. Kwaku trying to cheekily flick it off. It's not going to fall for him. Farley's able to collect. See a Kwaku trying to go for the style points there. I'm not sure Coach Lee's going to be too pleased with that.
Contact from Kojo in favor of the Hounds.
Yep. Kojo's certainly not afraid to mix things up in the air. Stuzen.
Looking to use his height there, certainly matching, if not taller than our backs, Paravano and Ugarte.
And that's saying something considering Ugarte solid 6'1 or 6'2.
He'll say 6'3". Coming Morog, definitely one of the Dons Lee likes to keep in the entire game, like Ugarte and Paravano
Right.
usually is.
Quinn Morog's definitely a workhorse in the midfield.
The Hounds most likely going to take their time when Farley gets the ball. So he's known to punt it the majority of the time.
Farley low punch. Schmuggy can't get a good touch. It was quite difficult ball to corral. As Spurrier's calling for a through ball. Kojo's going to win that ball back. Up for his brother Kwaku. Kwaku just unable to get a touch. Now Webb. Paravano. Ugarte. Ekman now looking to collect. He'll look for Komi Morog. Now Onate. Kwaku. Kwaku
Bit of
nearly muscled
contact
off the
from
ball. We'll
Booth.
try to feed one in. Llewellyn was there. However, Webb got the crucial block. Or excuse me.
Llewellyn keeps it in. Contact with Booth. Booth tried to bait the
Booth and Llewellyn
jump.
both go to ground. Referee calls goal kick.
So we'll see if the sophomore can handle the intimidation of Llewellyn up front.
No, excuse me. I think I misspoke earlier. I thought that was Booth. I think that was Carter Capadano who got the crucial block in. That's number 5 for Gilman on that back line.
A couple of the center backs for the Hounds keeping the socks low today.
Some question of whether, oh, he does have shin guards in. That would be a yellow card.
Yeah, it looks like he does, the Dons.
Little miscommunication in the air there. Dons can't seem to win that ball. Gilman in control.
Here's Windsor, the freshman, 19 on the left wing now. Scalziano gains possession. Good vision to play back.
Dixon looking to play Windsor through. Coy Morog slips, tries to get a foot on it through the Stuzen's well offside.
Not sure if he knew
Tries
he was
to go for the
offside
left-footed finish and misses the target. I mean, clearly if you're the forward, you want to play that out, but from here it was blatantly obvious he was 3 or 4 steps offside. And that's going to be the water break, Garrett. So we have a 2-minute water break. What have been your observations so far through this first half?
Yeah, Matt, so I'd say that possession a little bit in favor of the Dons. I'd say the Hounds and the Dons have had at least one good chance. The Dons have a couple more recent ones. As our first sponsor for the day, the Loyola Blakefield Corporate Partners Program offers a comprehensive means to support the experience of our students while establishing a close relationship with the school and our constituents. For more information, please visit loyolablakefield.org/corporate partners. And next, the Loyola University Jesuit community of Maryland shares in the mission of the Worldwide Society of Jesus. This mission includes the service of faith and the promotion of justice in dialogue with cultures and with other religions. These values characterize its commitment to the educational apostolate at Loyola University, Loyola Blakefield, Cristo Rey, and St. Ignatius Academy in Baltimore.
Right, so, Loyola obviously part of that global Jesuit network, including Loyola University of Maryland, Loyola University of Chicago, who made the improbable run in last year's March Madness.
And Matt even getting the opportunity to visit a Loyola institution down in Chile this summer.
Yes, that's true. I did I did happen to spend a month down at the Colegio San Luis in Antofagasta this summer. So I spent a month there. That was a great experience for me. And it just really shows, Garrett, that Loyola Network is really connected around the globe, even as we're back here, back right here in the home grounds of Loyola Blakefield.
So the clock is stopped for the water break. Anyone who's wondering. So we resume in a second here.
As we take a look back up at the track field, we can see Loyola 8th grade Dons taking on the School of the Cathedral. That's my alma mater there from middle school, Garrett. Now Kobe Morog, he'll play forward to Anate as we resume play. Ugarte. Llewellyn, Paravano now. Looking for Caltabiano. Caltabiano, poor touch. He's dispossessed. Stuzen, poor touch. Melanchon makes the better of it. He's trying to play Spurrier in. And we've seen Chase Spurrier. He's a freshman, actually. He's made a number of runs down this near side that have so far come to nothing. Paravano, good ball forward for Kwaku. Onate. Yep. Perhaps a bit too physical there from Owen Grimm as he knocks Onate to ground. Morog looking to drop one into Windsor. Windsor trying to use his pace, keeps it in. Great play by Jeremiah Windsor. Long ball through Caltabiano, trying to flick it in. Kwaku gets a head on it. Kwaku, Marfo Sarbang with the goal. Dons take the lead.
So a slow start from the Hounds out of the water break. Meyer unable to defend the quick freshman Windsor right to Caltabiano with the left foot. I thought the Hounds most likely thought it was already out. Caltabiano pops it up. Kwaku with the head. Farley not able to recover as he's already leaning towards that left side of the goal.
Yeah, and that whole goal stemmed from that really hustle from Windsor. You can see he really used that pace. He beat his defender around, kept the ball in. It was then Caltabiano able to knock the pass from Windsor down, feeds it into Kwaku, manages, looks like his defender. I think that may have been either Webb or Capodanno misjudged the ball. And the header didn't have much power on it at all, but caught Farley leaning the wrong way. And that is the difference so far as Dons take the lead 1-0 off the goal from Kwaku, his second of the season, junior winger. And two-time top scorer on Loyola's JV.
That was brother Kojo on the right back there.
Stuzen just flat out misses the touch.
Here's Windsor, so I'm going to take advantage of the momentum he got earlier on that last play, resulting in the goal.
Right. Windsor getting a pat on the back from Coach Lee for his hustle out there on the wing.
As Ugarte will fall even farther left, we can see both wing defenders, Kelly on the far side and Kojo here pressing up.
And that's something the Dons have done more so this season, has been keeping those backs really up on that wing position. Cormorog escaping Melanson as he and Stuzen put a little bit of pressure on the back line. Now Lackner feeds it off. Coming Morog.
Yeah, so the Hounds pressing up a bit, but the Dons defense certainly known to be poised.
Beautiful curving ball now. Kojo in for Kwaku. Kwaku beats one man. Kwaku couldn't quite get to it. Spurrier got one. Kwaku with the shot. It's blocked out. Kwaku would have been in on goal if not for the challenge by Spurrier.
Yeah, so I'd say that drive really starting with the Dons being able to play under pressure in the back, working it up. Good cross from Paravano. Kwaku almost has his second goal. As Kelly's going to get the left-footed boot.
Caltabiano is out of the game for the moment as Lackner gets a chance in the midfield. Kelly, the left-footed corner, and that's going to be out for a goal kick.
So Farley going to get his first goal kick. Just a little bit past halfway into this first half. We did have that 2-minute water break as we anticipated. Stu's going to try to use his height for the second time, but not going to get the head.
Now it's Windsor in. Windsor colliding there with Avery Meyer.
Neither of them getting the ball, though. As Meyer misses again, but Ugarte is going to try to push up that left side.
Karakausis, yeah. Looking for Stuzen. Stuzen, Coimora gets a flick on. And that ball from Karakausis. As we go well long. Ekman, Kojo, Dons play out a little bit of pressure. It's Melanson shouting in frustration as his pressure is not supported.
Chase going for the chest pass.
Kwaku wins the ball.
He's a play on.
Play on says the referee now. Kwaku. Not much support here. As Kwaku goes to ground. As Kelly, nice job to track back and win the ball. Stealing off of Nate Block, the junior midfielder.
So Dons again able to work it out of the back amidst the Greyhound pressure. Here's Ugarte.
Koimorog, nice job to fill in for Kelly on that back line as Onate now in the center of the park. He's lofting it forward. Kojo, Kwaku both in the area, neither able to get to it.
So you've seen the freshman duo, like we've said before, Onate and Windsor, certainly proving worthy to start. A couple Baltimore Armor players. Coach Lee has got to come to Loyola, but certainly done great with the first touch, especially as we've seen on these home games.
Onate feeding it through Lackner. Now Windsor, a little freshman combo. Gilman throw.
Don's going to do a few subs. Schmuggy is back in, and Kelly also. So a couple players on that left side for the Dons. Llewellyn will sub out.
For Gilman, we'll also see Melanson get a short break.
Looks like Windsor's going to get the center striker position.
Caltabiano wins that one. They'll retreat it now. Koei Morog shifts it over to Kojo on the right side. Long ball across to Kelly. Now Schmuggy. Out for a Loyola throw. And Garrett, the Dons have really controlled the play. There have been very little action on Gilman's side. They mostly held him to counterattacking as Kelly whips in a long left-footed cross. Kwaku gets a head on it, and it's in! Kwaku Marpo Sarvang his second goal as he knocks that one over the head of Farley, and I thought that was well over the bar. Farley looked like he might have been caught out of the goal slightly. It's over his head, just under the bar, and Kwaku with a brace, both on headed goals.
Yes, we saw the long ball from Kojo, the switch to the left side, and then Kelly able to switch it all the way back, or Schmuggy, excuse me, all the way back, recovers his mishap. Farley frozen as Kwaku gets the head, almost straight up in the air, but it lands in the goal.
Yeah, it almost looked like Farley, at least from my perspective, it looked like Farley thought maybe he was on the line. Maybe he might have been a couple steps off of it. Kojo gives it away. Now Stuzen's in. Stuzen is in. And that's going to be a penalty. I think the foul will be on Kojo. It is. Kojo showing the yellow, taking out Stuzen and preventing the goal-scoring chance. That's a poor play there from Kojo, giving the ball away and then trying to take the ball off Stuzen.
So we've seen a good collapse there from the Dom. I mean, Stuzen gets the first step, and then Paravano and Kojo collapse. Ekman with the slide. I'm pretty sure he would have had it.
Right, Kojo. It was a poorly timed challenge. And now it'll be Stuzen with a chance to take the penalty. Ekman, who I believe is 1 for 3 on penalties thus far this year. None of those gave up penalty against McDonough. Now Stuzen to take it. Stuzen, well taken. He slots it away past Ekman. 2-1 the scoreline off of the Dons' defensive mistake. Greyhounds cut the scoreline in half. Here, 15 minutes to go in the first half.
So the Dons fall critical mistake on the defense after 2 headers by Kwaku, so he will stay in. As Kami Morag likes to shoot this one wide. He's going to go close to Kelly here.
Now Caltabiano muscling past one. Caltabiano, good challenge there. Hounds seem to be imbued with a new energy here after the goal from Stuzen. And that's really unfortunate because they have not had very many good chances in this game, Garrett.
No, and just able to get past that Don's defense, as we can see, possibly because just the amount that Kelly and Stevens are pushing up usually works out for the Dons. Didn't help them there, as Ugarte was caught a little off wide.
Kwaku trying to feed it in. Now Lackner looking for the 1-2. Can be sure Kwaku's looking for that hat trick. Stevens now.
Does have the switch
Comey
available. Schmuggy's on the left.
So that's right where Caltabiano is going to go. Schmuggy trying to beat his man into his right. Schmuggy takes the shot. It's blocked.
Off the head of the Hounds, Eli Webb.
Schmuggy recollects down in that wing position. He's going to look to cut onto his right foot. As he does here, Webb will step in and take it away. Yep.
So Schmuggy getting the better of Meyer twice in a row there. Look to capitalize on that, hopefully throughout the game.
Was trying to feed into Kwaku. He was off. We saw the sideline official raise that flag. Dons will reset from the back with Ekman. Morag. Stevens on the sideline.
Risky.
Stevens now long pass. Stuzen in once more. Ooh, didn't have a good run at it. He'll chance a long shot. Ekman at full extension. He had the angle covered, I believe. It wasn't a particularly powerful effort from the senior striker.
So Kojo also in the box, going to get the next available sub, most likely as Stuzen takes a break for Melanson.
Yeah, when Kojo comes in, he'll have to be careful, already on a yellow. And his physical play style certainly lends itself to the potential for the referee reaching into the pocket. Now Kami Morag. And Garrett, it just seems to me the momentum here has taken a shift for the Greyhounds, so the Dons can get some good play built back up. I think that'll be good, as they don't want the Hounds, starting to think they're back in the game. Now Kwaku looking for a third. It's just over his head.
Yeah, going to see 2 Hounds going to be kept up top on the press there. Most likely their coach trying to capitalize on the momentum. Farley put this one on the ground.
And notice Paravano might have gotten away with an elbow there to the head of Karakosis. And you can note Llewellyn has taken a break. It'll be Windsor up top.
Good pass there by Kelly. Schmuggy mishandles it.
Long ball played through. Karakosis, he's onside. Ugarte, Paravano both tracking back. He's got Stevens. Karakosis, Ugarte gets the first foot to it. Clearing now for the Dons. Kelly, good job to keep it in. Nice touch to the chest.
Still in, Kelly falls, but Let me switch to Schmuggy. Kwaku is lurking on this close side. Good vertical there from Paravano to win the head.
Gilman Morag will feed it forward. Stevens. Look for Kwaku. Good 1-2 between the two.
Good idea from Stevens there, knowing where Komi Morag is.
Schmoggy, beautiful settle with the chest. He'll feed it through Caltabiano. Looking at Caltabiano with a shot. Kwaku is also there.
Just step behind once again. Not sure if Caltabiano was going for the shot or the pass there.
Either way, it was a good idea. And to me, Garrett, the Dons midfield, especially Komi Morag and Caltabiano, have been really, really solid all year. If Komi Morag is in that defensive role, been being the workhorse. Meanwhile, Caltabiano has been a crucial cog at especially on the offensive end, just working the ball through the midfield. And those two have been two big parts of the Don's success thus far. We'll resume play. Komi Morag winning the header over Stuzen. Llewellyn back in the game as well.
Good step by 29, the junior, Tucker Hebert. We haven't seen him yet. As Coach Lee tries to communicate with the ref.
Coach Lee, ooh, careful there, Dom. Paravano. The ball back to Ekman. And Coach Lee getting a bit verbose with the referee there. He'll stop play. Perhaps can have a little word with him. And he will go to the pocket to give Coach Lee the yellow.
So we can't hear the further comments made after the stoppage, but obviously something that prompted the ref.
Yeah, clearly the referee displeased with Coach Lee's words. I believe he was arguing on one of the calls. He said over the top, so it might have been Gilman's physicality in the air. I'm not quite sure as to which specific incident he's referring to. And we resume play here. 9 minutes to go in the first. Ugarte to Dixon. Dixon with nice speed and strength on that left side.
So Don's going to get a throw in from Dixon. Dixon certainly has the length on his throws if necessary. Good to Komi Morag.
Right, Komi Morag.
He's got Kojo over here.
Dixon looking for Chase. Llewellyn. Trying to cut in. Webb was there with a good stop.
So Webb been able to save the Hounds in these past couple of attempts from the Dons
Herbert
in that
clears
left corner.
Stuzen. Kojo already on a yellow. Now Gilman looking to counter. Great challenge from Paravano. Don's now back the other way. Don's have an advantage. Caltabiano looking to feed through Llewellyn. No, excuse me. He'll look to his left now. He has Schmuggy. Schmuggy streaking toward the box. Schmuggy trying to feed it in. Falls. Paravano can't get a good touch onto it. Paravano, the left-footed shot, is past the post. Dons should have made more of the opportunity.
So number of Dons in the box. Paravano a bit wide. Kwaku again just one step behind.
I thought he might have left that one for Chase. It looked like Paravano, obviously a center back. He found himself in the box. But there the Dons had too many players in the box. There's some miscommunication.
Yeah, Paravano being forced to take that left-footed shot.
And that was really a great chance for the Dons.
It's a good pressure as they caught the Hounds on the counterattack.
Komi Morag down for Caltabiano. Looking forward to Llewellyn. The brace against Spalding on Monday.
Schmuggy going to get the one-on-one.
Schmuggy looking for the left-footed cross. De Jesus one step behind. That was a better cross in from Schmuggy, who doesn't like that left foot as much.
Yeah, foul on Karakosis. It's only around 6.5 minutes remain in this first half.
And Dons have reacted well to that penalty kick goal. They've not allowed it to change their philosophy. They're looking really well. Komi Morag looking for the back post. Llewellyn was there. Farley out to collect.
Low and close on the head. Just a bit short.
Long punt. Stu's able to keep it in. Now Kwaku. Coming Morog.
Here's Schmuggy again on this left side, being able to beat his man one-on-one, whether it's Myers or Hebera.
Be out the throw. And Garrett, the Dons have really played. They've really played a good half of soccer thus far. There was the one mistake from Kojo that led to the goal. But the Dons with a 2-1 lead, they've really been controlling pretty much every aspect of play. Had a couple goals denied by Eli Webb, who's had a strong game for Gilman in the back. Both goals from Kwaku Marfo Sarbang. Both headers, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Webb number 4 on the right center back possession. Going to see him step in to either wing.
De Jesus shifting. Nice move there. Now Schmuggy. Schmuggy takes it on. He'll be out for a corner.
Good idea. I was going to say I would like to see Schmuggy with a shot or two as he's gotten beaten on the one-on-one, but then unable to capitalize. So that early shot, not a bad decision. So here's De Jesus with the corner.
Dons are going to stack a number of men in the box.
Ugarte drifting.
It's a curler into the near post. Farley, a weak fist away. De Jesus looking to play it in once more. It'll be cleared.
So usually we see Ugarte in the box, but possibly with a worrisome head injury early in the first half. Not going to be in the box the rest of the game most likely.
That's a good point, actually, Garrett. I did not think of that.
As
Spurrier
well, does go for the head, but gonna get the foul called on him.
Yeah, I thought there might have been a bit of theatrics there from Spurrier.
Here's Webb take the kick, who've said has backed up his teammates recently in this first half.
Webb into the box. Coming more, I'll go win it. Now Karakusis.
So Kumi Morag, per usual, with a number of headers.
Well done by Melanson for Gilman to win that ball back.
Here's Ugarte in the back. Booth on him.
Paravano takes his time, searching the long for Llewellyn. Over the head of Webb. Well done by Webb. And Llewellyn, a cynical challenge. That'll be a yellow for sure. Perhaps a bit of frustration from the senior forward as Webb gets the better of the exchange once again. So Llewellyn will head for the bench after the yellow. McDaniel sees his first minutes.
Kumi Morag out for, Windsor's going to come and take it and relieve Matias De Jesus, the sophomore. So Don's holding the line right behind the 18-yard. As Ekman signaling to hold right on that 18.
I like the vocals from the freshman goalkeeper. Shows he has a good command of his back line.
Webb's not going to get it there.
Poor ball.
So D-line's going to take a couple steps up.
And that's going to be the obstruction called. That was some impressive speed from Tucker Herbert there, number 29, the junior. Just a few minutes left to play in the half as Ugarte.
Ekman signaling for it. Ugarte going to send it up instead.
He'll loft it upfield.
Comes Booth, I believe. Devin Nixon, number 10. With some new energy for the Hounds.
Yeah, the freshman. Nate was looking for Schmuggy. Trying to feed one through to him. Paravano, well done. He'll win the ball, make a run. Nixon on his tail now. Paravano streaking toward the box. Haltabiano look for McDaniel. And that's an unfortunate goal kick. That was Capodanno, as he looked to clear, ball went off McDaniel.
So only about 2 minutes remain before this goal kick. We'd like to acknowledge our third sponsor, Atlantic Caterers. Atlantic Caterers is a family-owned and operated business that has ties with the Archdiocese of Baltimore since 1963. They're proud to be a part of the time-honored traditions that are the root of Loyola Blakefield's success. Contact Atlantic Caterers for your next event, 410-254-6662, or visit their website, atlanticcaterers.com.
Now Spurrier looking upfield for Stuzen. Ugarte. And that's 18. That's Jonah Melanson, the younger brother of Josh Melanson. Excuse me, of Johnny Melanson.
Ooh. Certainly a powerful shot there from Webb. Gets deflected. There's only a minute left. Paravano going to look to work this last possession out of the back.
Feeds it up McDaniel. Good touch there. The red-headed striker. Caltabiano. Now Melanson dispossesses Cohen Mark. Cohen Mark wins it back. Ugarte over to Dixon, who's not quite able to keep it in. Dixon now dueling with the freshman Melanson. Ugarte will feed it across to Paravano. Some pressure from Nixon. Greyhounds sideline announcing 30 seconds. Ugarte battling with Melanson. Now the older Melanson. To drive in. Ekman is there. A good save, and he'll whip it out now. Don's trying to counter Onate with 10 seconds. He'll look for McDaniel up the side. Don's probably trying to get one more back. Feeds it in for Kojo. Kojo looking at passing behind Schmuggy. And that is going to do it for the half. And we'll go into halftime, Garrett. Dons 2, Greyhounds 1. It's been an eventful first half. 2 goals from Kwaku Marfo starting to open the scoring. And then a second goal. Then the goal for the Greyhounds coming from Jack Stuzen off the penalty. But Garrett, it's certainly been an eventful first 40 minutes. We'll be back with the next 40 soon enough, just after halftime. Folks, stay tuned. Matt Smolka, Garrett Bussey, 2-1 the scoreline at the half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back out of the halftime break. I'm Matt Smolka, sitting alongside Garrett Bussey. Don's leading 2-1 over Gilman here. Garrett, can you just give us a quick recap of what we saw in the first half?
Yeah, so junior Kwaku Marfo Sarbang on this right wing gets 2 headers fairly early in the first half of the first half, but then the Hounds going to counter off the penalty. Jack Stuzen draws the penalty off Kojo Marfo Sarbang, the brother of Kwaku. A bit of a mistimed call, so he gets the yellow, and Stuzen capitalizes on the penalty. But other than that, possession, I'd say majority in the Dons' favor. Lately in that half, they've been able to keep it on that front third. The Hounds have been pressing 2 up, Melanson and Stuzen, as opposed to earlier they were only pressing Stuzen up, really. So we'll see what they bring out in the second half. We will see a water break about halfway through.
Right, we've cooled off a little bit. Game time temperature at the start was 95 degrees. However, now we are down to a relatively balmy 86 here as we start the second half now. Llewellyn.
So Ekman not going to have to deal with that sun. So luckily with Coach Lee's decision to, per usual, defend this left side for looking at the screen in the first half.
Right now
late.
Schmuggy trying to feed it in. It's going to be out-headed. I believe that was Capadano.
Yeah, Matt, we saw Schmuggy beat his man one-on-one.
Nate. Now De Jesus feeding it back in for Nate. Played in for Kojo. Kojo whipping in. Farley and Llewellyn. Ball comes up. And, yep, Farley with a good save. But, yes, that is going to be a foul on Llewellyn. It's a good call from the official.
Good cross there from Kojo, though. De Jesus lets it roll. Kojo whips it in. Contact with the goalie after the goalie touched the ball. Going to get chase a foul.
Good call there from the official, in my opinion.
So, Kumi Morag, another header after Stuzen has lost a number in this first half to Kumi Morag alone. Foul on Schmuggy as you saw contact both ways.
Yeah, Schmuggy and that was Tucker Herbert who were getting a little tussle there. In my opinion, I don't think that's a good call from the referee. Herbert was the one who initiated the contact, but call does go against Schmuggy. A little unlucky there.
So Webb, who we saw play well in this first half, cover for some of those wing defenders as Schmuggy beat his man one-on-one numerous times. Going to look for that same matchup in the second half. As we saw Meyer, number 6 for the Hounds, he's going to be more on the attacking wings. He was defensive first half.
Farley, he's a big lad in goal there. Probably 6'3". It's a long punt. Looking forward for Melanson. Now Stuzen. Now Meyer. Melanson, good link-ups play by the Greyhounds. Ball's into the box. Paravano gets a flick onto it. Now Nate safely away. Llewellyn around Capadano. And Capadano is going to be shown the card for that challenge on Llewellyn. So a number of cards given this game, Garrett. We've seen the one on Kojo, one on Capadano, one given to Coach Lee, actually.
Yeah, so Coach Lee going to try to remain quiet for this second half as Llewellyn gets clipped there. And Nixon will relieve Capadano as Melanson's going to fall to the defensive end.
Paravano. Forward for Caltabiano.
Off the one touch.
And as the game has progressed, we've seen the Don student section. Now here's Kojo with a long, high ball into the box. Farley. That was no foul on Llewellyn, but no one was there to collect the rebound. As I was saying, Garrett, the student section has grown a little bit. Looking like some volleyball players here after practice.
Good step up by Ugartes.
Handball there.
Called by the
on
side
Ugarte.
ref.
Handball on Ugarte. Oh, play on.
Personally,
The referee did not. We'll see. Gilman may have some complaint there. The referee, the head referee, I should say, did not notice the side official raising the flag. And now Dons have a chance to counter. The Dons score here will certainly be a goal the Greyhounds will rightly be rather fuming about. As Comey Morag takes a hand to the face. That was going to be Karakusis.
Melanson plays
this
it.
game is getting a little chippy here. Some tempers flaring here early in the second. Taken quickly. Paravano will take the strike. And that is well high.
So Paravano tries to get the quick one on the Hounds, playing the Comey Morag, giving him the short pass. Sails it high. So follow the lefty. I'm going to spin this goal kick.
Melanson turning to his right. Finds Meyer. Over to Nixon on this left side. Faced by Ugarte. Nixon trying to get around Ugarte. Gilman throw.
Quick throw in by Nixon. Not sure Myers was expecting that. Another missed head by Stuzen. Schmuggy cannot keep it in.
Now here's Herbert to take the throw. He is looking for Stuzen. Stuzen out jumping Comey Morag. Nixon trying to get ahead on it. Kelly away.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn would have gotten away with a bit of an extended arm there against Melanson. Kelly, soft. Caltabiano. Now Karakus is looking for Stuzen. Paravano steps through, but Stuzen still has it. Stuzen chops back on his right. Paravano, nicely timed challenge. That shot's blocked by Comey Morag. Stuzen and Comey Morag both go to ground. That foul is going to be against Stuzen for sure. And Comey Morag a little slow to get up.
Now Schmuggy with plenty of room.
Forward for Caltabiano. Caltabiano now Schmuggy. Schmuggy looking to use that pace. Schmuggy trying to feed it through for Caltabiano. And unfortunate
Unlucky
there.
So good idea from Paravano to play another quick one.
So Garrett, I spoke as you talked about the physicality of this game. Obviously, first half you saw James Ugarte come off just briefly with a possible concussion. I spoke to Coach Parr over halftime. Said it was not a matter of concussion protocol, more of a back neck injury. Luckily, Ugarte has been quite fine to continue as Comey feeds it through to Llewellyn. Llewellyn, they got Onate streaking down that right side. Llewellyn will take it himself. Now Karakusis. Comey wins that one. Nice settle from De Jesus. Feeds it through. Llewellyn. Llewellyn. Farley with a good stop. Might have liked to hold on to that one. It wasn't. It was hit hard on the ground.
Yeah,
it is a corner.
Yeah, close pipe shot there from Llewellyn. Could have had the cross.
I think the shot's the way to go. And there, Garrett, you had Llewellyn in on goal. He does win the corner, though. It was a good feed from Comey Morag.
So Caltabiano dangerous with this left-footed corner, as we've seen in previous home games.
That's a high corner. Kojo's there, heading it back towards the center of the box. Llewellyn falls. De Jesus tipped away, cleared off the line by Gilman. Melanson heading it out of danger. And that was some pinball in the box there for a few moments.
Yeah, good idea from Kojo to lurk a little farther back. Multiple chances from the Dons. In there, De Jesus unable to get a foot on it towards net.
Now Llewellyn. And it'll be out for a corner. Good play there by Llewellyn, just chipping off of Chase Spurrier.
Yeah, I've said before, Matt, Chase certainly loves the ball at his feet with a man on his back. One of his favorite spots to be in. More of a dual threat position.
Now Caltabiano take the corner once again. Here we go now with Caltabiano on the left. Oh, excuse me, Gilman, a few substitutions. So coming into the game for the Hounds will be, that's number 11, Ben Snavely, number 16, Luke Council.
Ugarte in the box this time. We did not see that the first half.
Right, Don's really stacking the box. You see Kojo in there as well.
Ugarte
Kelly, top of the box, coming more like the only man back, so that means Dons have 7 men in the box. Caltabiano, near post curler, through everyone. Great opportunity.
Goal kick called.
Dons are furious, along with the student section. They wanted a corner. The referees pointed for a goal kick.
Dons had multiple chances on that corner. Llewellyn was farthest. Bit of contact there with the Gilman player. Unable to get the head on it.
Melanson boxing off Caltabiano. Llewellyn and Webb both giving chase. Llewellyn fighting his way past Webb. Llewellyn keeping in. Webb gets a foot onto it. Eli Webb, great play he's had.
So good battle there from the seniors, Webb and Llewellyn. So we will take a moment to acknowledge our fourth sponsor, First National Bank. That's a proud sponsor of Loyola Blakefield Athletics, home of the Dons. At First National Bank, we believe that our local communities are the lifeblood of the markets we serve. Our involvement with Loyola Blakefield and the athletics program are just a small way First National Bank gives back to local communities everywhere. Please stop by our closest branch in Towson at 1 West Pennsylvania Avenue, or visit our other branches in Baltimore, Hartford, and Howard counties. You can also visit us online at www.fnb-online.com. First National Bank, a member of the FDIC.
Gilman playing with a bit more urgency now. 30 minutes to go. Stuzen battling with Ugarte. And we can really see a flare up there. Webb and Llewellyn have been going at it all day. We have to be careful, though. Llewellyn is already on a yellow. And Gilman's sideline was really hoping for a second yellow, perhaps, against Llewellyn.
Yeah, student section for both teams now showing up in the second half.
And we'll see Llewellyn will take a seat. It'll be Windsor coming up on top. Nice touch by Cohen Morag out of the air. He'll look to advance. Plays it through, looking for Schmuggy. And it was
off the head of Herbert, I believe.
Yeah, that's right, Garrett. So Herbert gets just enough to disrupt the play. Dons will play. Oh, excuse me. It'll be De Jesus to take the corner. Dons look to stack the box once again.
So Cohen Morag, the only one resting back. Kojo on that far side. This one's
De
close
Jesus near post. It's cleared away. Kelly, ambitious attempt on the volley. Ball still in the box. Webb first head to it. Karakusis rising the highest on that next ball. Kept in as Onate, trying to get something on it. Paravano, well upfield. Caltabiano feeding it through De Jesus. Paravano. Don's looking to make something of this now. Kelly keeps on it. Kelly feeding it through. Great look from Kelly. Now Schmuggy. Schmuggy puts it over the bar. It was a great opportunity. Schmuggy couldn't quite keep the shot down. He was leaning away from it as Farley went to ground. I'm not sure how much of an angle he had. Farley with a good job to make himself big and cut off the angle, but Schmuggy's unable to find the frame of goal. The scoreline.
Good work by De Jesus and Paravano to keep their poise in an array of Gilman defenders there. Paravano was the one who spits it out to Kelly and then to Schmuggy, but Schmuggy, as we said, leaned a little far back, unable to get that one to sink a bit more.
Yeah, I think he might have just gotten a bit too much under it.
This one sails.
And
Stuzen again, failure to get the head, despite his height.
That's forward for Kwaku. Kwaku trying to get a third. And Farley manages to come out with the collection of the ball. Kwaku. That was Kwaku and Capodanno and Farley all sort of came together on that ball. It is Farley. Came away with it in the end.
So another good opportunity from the Dons. Schmuggy and Snavely go down.
Yeah. So I think that might have been a foul on Kelly. Now Komimura goes to ground to take it off Melanson. And that is going to be a foul against Komimura, which I think may have been the cleanest tackle of the three. We can see now, Garrett, that as the game has progressed, we've really started to get the intensity has started to ratchet up a little bit.
So a good spot here from the Hounds. Like either Melanson or Webb to take it. Snavely in the wall of the Dons.
Be Webb. No, that'll leave Melanson free. Here's Webb, will float it through. Paravano with a head to it. Webb in pursuit along with Kelly. Webb keeps it in. Webb along the sideline, has time, cross it in. And now Caltabiano. He has Schmuggy. Caltabiano forced to hold up play. Dons will settle.
So Kelly clears it to Booth. Not what he wants to do, but Komimura gets it. Kojo long here.
Windsor's there. Might have been trying to flick it on. No one's there.
So Farley again creeping close to that line in the box during the punts. Have to keep an eye on that. Not a call the ref usually is looking to make, but Ugarte stumbles.
Goes to ground again. Flicking it on. Ekman is there. Stuzen looking to get some style points for the pass. However, Ekman was aware of the fact. Comes out to collect before any damage can be done. Dons have to be careful here, Gary. You can sort of sense the Greyhounds with a bit more urgency, intensity.
Yeah, the Dons had a multitude of chances this half. Definitely looking to capitalize on that one.
Melanson looking forward for Stuzen. And he is offside first before the penalty call. He was offside. That's a good call. Excellent call from the referee. Stuzen was offside. He may not have been, except I believe the ball came off of Karakauskas' head. He was offside. That would have been a penalty if we had been playing. Now Schmuggy, the long ball. Schmuggy cuts onto his right. He'll feed it forward. Windsor has a shot. Deflection. Farley down to the ground. Falls. Kwaku over the bar. Kwaku. Schmuggy thinks it tipped.
Sub either way.
And that was an intense minute or so of play. First of all, the Gilman sideline was shouting for a penalty. I saw, as did the sideline referee, that there was not a penalty before the offside. Stuzen was offside first, and Dons take the free kick quick, find Schmuggy. Schmuggy feeds it off. The deflection ends up falling to Kwaku, who could have had a third, but he can't quite keep the ball down. And the scoreline continues as we have been at 2-1.
Another great opportunity for the Dons, looking to keep up that momentum. Komimura, numerous headers this game. I feel like he gets every punt in the air.
Stuzen flicking on Karakauskas. Nice touch. Karakauskas is in. Karakauskas goal. Good finish from the Gilman midfielder. That is Kosti Karakauskas.
Yeah,
the
Matt,
senior midfielder.
So the first real head from Stuzen he's been able to receive from the punt. A great one off the flick to Karakauskas. Gets past the two center backs for the Dons and flicks it past Ekman. Was far up on the line.
And that was well done from Karakauskas. And I was just saying, Garrett, how the Hounds have been playing with more energy and intensity. But Karakauskas, well done to stay on his feet. He could have gone to ground and won the penalty, but Karakauskas keeps his poise. Ekman comes out. Karakauskas with a beautiful finish with the right foot. Now to level the scoreline at 2 apiece with just over 20 minutes to go. And now the momentum in the Greyhounds' favor.
So we'll see if the ref objects to take this water break. It's a little, I'd not say a little bit cooler, but ish. A little bit more shade coverage on the field. Good step by Paravano. We've seen a number of those this season.
Now Stuzen flicking up to himself. Ugarte, well done. And now, Garrett, I have to say, in the last few minutes of play or so, the intensity, this has really turned into quite an intense match. that does befit the rivalry of Gilman versus Loyola, which is much a more recent rivalry, but it's certainly become a pretty ferocious rivalry nonetheless. Second only to the classic Loyola Calvert Hall rivalry.
Yeah, Matt, I'd say even more physicality. A lot of physicality we saw in that McDonough game. Certainly being matched here against Gilman.
Now Stuzen, good block by Ugarte. Now this is
cross. Ugarte with the clear.
momentum. The tide is in the Greyhounds' favor. Flicking it on. Karakosis now 1 goal already. Tries to beat 2, goes to ground, no call.
Kumi Morag playing excellent today. There's Llewellyn the Kwaku with 2 heads on the day. The only goals for the Dons.
Webb knocks out for a throw. Good play there. The anchor in the Gilman backfield, replacing Greg Diet, Leo Morton, senior defenders last year.
So as Dixon subs in, take this time for another one of our sponsors, Home Paramount Pest Control, the premier pest control and pest management company in Maryland. Home Paramount offers effective and reliable termite control, pest control, and moisture control services for residential and commercial customers throughout Maryland. Contact their Baltimore pest experts today. Schedule a free home inspection. Choose the pest management program that will work best for you. Dial toll-free at 1-888-888-HOME.
Garrett, we resume action as Kojo plays one in. Headed away by Herbert. Dixon to it, Gomorrah with time and space in the midfield. He'll look to distribute. Be a long ball forward for Kelly. Kelly around Muir. Falls Llewellyn. Flicking it onto his right. Llewellyn with a shot off the head. Deflected out. It was a powerful drive there from the senior. Now Schmuggy in the corner. Schmuggy dueling in the corner.
Multiple hands on Schmuggy's back there, but no call.
Quick throw taken. Caltabiano to his left. Caltabiano feeding it in. Out. Goal kick, says the referee. And the referee calls for the water break, Garrett.
So for our final sponsor today, 1-800-GOT-JUNK, the world's largest junk removal service. Make the ordinary business of junk removal exceptional by sending a team of 2 friendly, capable pros who will do all of the removal from anywhere inside or out. They'll finish up with a thorough broom cleanup. Up to 60% of the items they collect are donated or recycled. And if you call before 2 p.m., they guarantee same-day service within 90 minutes of your call. From one item to many truckloads, nothing is too much to ask. Stop staring at that junk pile. Call them today. They are available 7 days a week until midnight.
So Garrett, 1-800-GOT-JUNK. That is our final corporate partner. To all of our potential companies listening in, you can perhaps work out a deal with Loyola that could get you this advertising here on the stream. As we continue here 2-2, it's been a tense second half. Just to recap, Qualcomm Marfo-Sarving, 2 goals to open the scoring for the Dons. Then Jack Stuzen converts the penalty in the first half. Dons with a 2-1 lead at the half, coming out of halftime. Gilman has had a much better second half. The Dons look to be caught a bit on the back foot recently. And then finally, Kosti Karakoussis with a clinical finish. After nearly falling over, he regains his balance, slots one past Ekman. Makes it 2-2. 20 minutes to go here, folks, barring any extra time. It's been this has been a pretty thrilling game, Garrett.
Certainly one of the more thrilling games we've had this season here on the Bermuda, as Farley's going to start with the goal kick.
And certainly there's a pretty good chance of an overtime winner from either team. Hopefully, obviously, the Dons. See, it'll be Kwaku on that right wing. Schmuggy in the left, Chase Llewellyn in the center. The Hounds. Up in the front, that's Snavely. As well as Karakosis has seen that center midfield. Melanson has dropped back some. Stuzen obviously has been a presence up top. Ball's going to go into Karakosis. Flicks it on. Muir now leaves it. Karakosis. Left-footed shot is blocked.
Here's Onate back in the middle.
Good ball from Karakusa, flicking it over to Muir.
Kelly works it out. He's proved excellent this year, the junior. Long ball up to Llewellyn.
Capadonna takes it away from Llewellyn, much to the delight of the Gilman fan section.
The Hounds will recollect in the back. Matt, I'd say Kamimura, one of the Dons, if not the Don with the most touches today, stoozing us offsides.
Ekman advancing all the way up to take it.
Ugarte currently taking a break for the Dons.
Yeah, he's seen some knocks today, Ugarte. As Muir, with a good touch to keep it in.
So Kojo going to go to center.
Coach Lee is telling his team to be sharper with the little things. Dons certainly have fallen off slightly in the second half, just as the Hounds called Biano with a nice spin move to get around. Ooh, deflection right into the fans.
Good collection there by the Ekman's father.
Long throw from Dixon. He was looking for Llewellyn. Webb, as it seems, as always, is there. Paravano falls. Good no call.
So this throw awarded to the Hounds.
Herbert. Paravano leaves it out for a throw. Snavely
Goal
slides
kick.
in yet again.
So Ekman goes towards the middle to Dixon.
Good distribution.
He has Schmuggy.
Don's looking to counter. Schmuggy.
So they
Now
move.
Schmuggy cutting back onto his right. Schmuggy still maintaining possession. Couldn't quite get the shot away that he was hoping for.
So it seems they've singled Webb to that right side, at least when Schmuggy is out there.
And the shot well in. The far post effort is not going to come off for him.
So great power on the one tap from Llewellyn, just a little bit wide. So the possession and the chances falling to the Dons this second half.
Ooh.
Hard contact.
Play on, says the referee. Call to. Oh no! Now he stopped play. I think that's a good call. Call to Biano took a shot right to the head from Karakusis, and I think I agree with the Don student section.
Karakosis violently
There he
running
stopped the clock.
towards Paravano. Paravano eagerly wants to play on.
The referee. Yeah,
I saw
think-
that. I saw that run coming from at least 10 yards from Karakosis.
Yeah, I think Karakusis came in hard. Contact with the head. I'm surprised that's not a card. Very surprised, honestly, especially considering how often the referees reach for the pocket this game. Hopefully Paravana now, both of the Don center backs have taken shots to the head this game. See Ugarte.
There's Kwaku, the star of the day, with 2 heads.
Actually,
Working within 3 Gilman defenders.
well done by Kwaku. As I can see, that's Ugarte not in the game. He's currently off with Parr on the sideline. And it is Kojo in at center back for Ugarte right now with Paravano. Kelly turns around. He'll drop back to Kojo.
Kojo has experience with center back during the club season of the year.
Now Paravano.
So long he's got Dixon wide.
Well, where the Dons can be caught out here. Melanson. Good run by Dixon. Force him to take a touch to the outside.
Right along the line, here's Snavely.
Snavely.
Karakosis offside.
Yep, Karakusis offside.
Kamimura going to play on quickly. Kwaku and Schmuggy and Llewellyn all up top. Onate, the freshman, along with Cultibiano in the middle.
15 minutes to go. And seeing the Tide. Well, Garrett, it's certainly been a more even second half after where the Dons dominated possession in the first half. Here's Cultibiano feeding it forward now. Schmuggy. Couple of Greyhounds on him. Schmuggy goes to ground, and Schmuggy, the penalty's awarded. Julian Schmuggy draws the penalty.
Great bait there from Schmuggy on Ebb, who they've singled out. Webb, excuse me, who they've singled out to guard Schmuggy because
furiously protesting with the referee.
Both right backs unable to 1v1 Schmuggy, so Webb gets the task there and baited by Schmuggy right into the Charlie horse.
It'll be Chase Llewellyn versus Grant Farley. This could be a huge moment in the game. Goal from the Dons puts them 3-2 up, but a save from Farley swings the momentum well in Gilman's favor. Chase Llewellyn, 2 goals against Spalding in the last game. He'll try and take on Farley, one of the best goalkeepers in the MIA here from the spot, 12 yards out. We await the whistle, 2-2 the scoreline. And Llewellyn on the ground just to the right. Goal, Dons, 3-2, Chase Llewellyn. Chase will run to the side. Dons student section is there. Huge goal for the Dons, and it was the play of Julian Schmuggy with 3 defenders on him. He managed to draw the penalty. Great play there by Schmuggy. Llewellyn converts from the spot. Dons back in the lead, 3-2. And now Gilman with a new striker, and that's going to be 23, Roman Hines, appears to be approximately 6'6" in height. Up now top for Stuzen. So the Hounds are looking for an aerial threat. Jesus, that is a big man running on the field, Garrett.
The Dons back certainly worked on their possession all season. Is significant.
Cultibiano feeding it forward. Schmuggy once again. Schmuggy now cuts back onto his right. It goes to the ground. Good no call. Good no call. He slipped. Dixon wins back possession. Down student section in an uproar. Dixon. Well, excuse me. I thought that was out for a corner. Easy collection from Farley.
So Schmuggy certainly proving a threat. As we said earlier, no one's been able to cover him for the right wing of the Hounds.
Ekman
heaves it over to Kojo. Kwaku still in up top, along with Llewellyn and Schmuggy.
Ugarte still out on the sideline. Kojo in at center back. Onate. A bit of a tussle in the midfield now. Cultibiano comes away with it. Llewellyn, beautiful flick on. It's Kwaku. Kwaku with a shot. Kwaku! It's a hat trick for Kwaku Marfa-Sarbeng with a beautiful finish from 18 yards off the post. 4-2 Dons take a commanding lead over Gilman. What a goal from the junior to cap off a wonderful performance, and he certainly deserves the match ball if that award would be given in this game, Garrett.
What power there from Kwaku, 18 yards out. The right foot wasn't an inch off the Bermuda grounds the whole time. Far post, Farley isn't able to cover it.
And Kwaku gets the Dons student section up with the Roll Dons Roll chant, and not just the accuracy, not just the power, Garrett, but the accuracy. That ball hit the post up into the top netting. Kwaku Marfa-Sarbeng, what a game he's having. That's his 3rd goal of the game, and I believe his 5th of the season.
Yeah, Kwaku runs over to the Don student section, but good awareness not to stay over there too long, as refs in the MIA certainly look to hand out those cards for obsessive celebrations.
Jordy Ekman, little games there with Stuzen.
Still 13 minutes left. Stuzen not one to give up early. Going to see him run the whole 13 minutes remaining.
Don still have to be careful, though. 2-goal lead, 13 minutes remaining. Stuzen now. It's Stuzen. Paravano with a good tackle. Comey Morag is back as well. Well done by Paravano. A little one-on-one. Wins the ball off Stuzen. Very, very well done from the senior captain and defender.
Webb flies it up. Cultibiano, good flick.
And
both hands on Llewellyn, but no call.
And let's just talk about that goal again from Kwaku. It wasn't just Kwaku, but that was a beautiful flick on by Llewellyn. Great goal now. De Jesus trying to feed it in for Llewellyn. Capadano's there as well. Out for a corner.
As the shin guard pops up Capodanno, we've seen these center backs like to keep them real low.
And I think that may have been the best goal the Dons scored this year. With a flick on from Llewellyn, Kwaku Marfa Sarbang with a beautiful finish past Farley, completely unstoppable.
So here's the corner. Schmuggy going to take it. He's going to signal De Jesus to come, as we're used to seeing. De Jesus, the Argentinian, we've said, certainly able to curl that one. Usually curl these in.
All right, De Jesus, the in-swinging right foot here. Dons, a fifth goal here would probably be the nail in the coffin, as that one's in. Farley within his clutches.
Great punt.
Oh, miscommunication there, leaves the ball. Feed in for Karakusis. Kojo is there to clear it. That was Snavely making the run on the far side. Karakusis was dangerously in the center.
So Melanson, the junior, to take the corner. So we saw a little bit of the younger Melanson in the ends of the first half.
Melanson on the in-swinging corner. Flicked away. That was either De Jesus or Paravano. Llewellyn turning, trying to get past Webb. Nicely timed challenge. And really,
Foul
the
going to be
senior
called.
defender, Eli Webb, Garrett, he has had a fantastic game for the Greyhounds.
Certainly proving the power in the back and the stability, able to cover those wings, as well as get the ball out of the air relative to his short height.
Caldebiano Kwaku flicking it on De Jesus. Couldn't quite make the connection with Llewellyn. Webb was there to intercept. Feeds it forward now. Karakusis, good flick on. Now Stuzen. Stuzen now Paravano. Stuzen with Paravano and Kelly on him. Kelly and Paravano, good switch. As it leaves Paravano and Stuzen fighting for it. Paravano wins the ball. Well done by Dom Paravano.
De Jesus. Flick his Windsor's going to pop in for Llewellyn. Here's Kelly with the throw. In at right back. So we saw him start at left. The lefty Dixon going to get the left back start finish, as Ugarte seemingly not going to come back in.
Caltabiano. Too long of a touch. Gilman looking to counter once again. Play on to the referee now. Stuzen trying to fight around Dixon. Dixon wins the ball amid a push from Stuzen. As the
did see a bit of an extension there of the arm.
As the big senior forward, maybe getting a little frustrated and taking it out on the defenders. Did send Dixon reeling a bit toward the near side as Ekman lines up for the free kick. 10 minutes to go. Ekman, long ball in the air. Melanson and Schmuggy dueling for it.
Dixon with the throw, looking for an option. Coming Morgan in the middle. Melanson, good bait.
Good sell from Comey Morag. Now good head from Dixon as well. De Jesus nearly tripping, but manages to win it back now. Windsor, poor touch there. Feeding it, and offside there is called. Gilman's bench not happy with that call. The head coach John Seal.
There's a card issued to Stuzen, so he didn't hear what happened, but certainly some words exchanged and prompted the yellow.
That's just what I was saying about Stuzen's temper, perhaps not getting the better of him. So their number 9 will head to the bench with the yellow card. It'll be Nixon coming onto the field. The freshman forward, number 10, Devin Nixon.
So as he runs over to Kojo, played dangerously up to De Jesus.
De Jesus back to Paravano. Well done by Paravano. De Jesus now coming more connecting the midfield. Call Tabiano.
The Don's very
Hounds
spread
getting
out.
bent out of shape. Excuse me, yeah, Gilman getting bent out of shape.
Caltriano making an effort to put those hands up. It's still called for the foul.
Webb. Long ball forward. Kelly gets the first head to it. Taken out of the air by Grimm.
Grimm's a little far.
Ball played in. Dick Nixon, it's cleared off the line by Paravano. And Kojo away. Ekman was a little bit confused. Now Schmuggy. Schmuggy's going to use that pace. Schmuggy's going to use that pace. Good tackle by Melanson. Schmuggy loses footing just briefly. It's enough to dispossess him.
So Schmuggy looking to use that pace, but gets taken down by a collection of hounds. But Snavely not able to keep it in. It's a long throw, attempted to Kumimura. Paravano sends it way up to this left corner. So the Don's staying spread, trying to get that possession with only 6:50 remaining.
Schmuggy, Melanson, all fighting for it.
So Llewellyn and Onate will pop back in. Kelly slides over. Dixon will pop out. Excuse me. That is Mateo Munoz, the freshman 24.
We still have not seen Ugarte for the last 15-20 minutes in the half. May have been taken out of the game by Coach Parr, perhaps a slight injury. We did see him with that potential head injury early in the first half.
Yeah, looking over, I don't even see him on the bench over there.
No, he's sort of stretching out on the sideline to the left.
Yeah.
Now here's Schmuggy. Schmuggy with a chance. Schmuggy has a shot. Clearly over Komimorog. Kojo and Karakusis both dueling for it. Paravano winning the header. Now Nixon and Munoz. Kojo is still down in the center of the field. Kojo went down a little funny, so he'll be taken out of the game. That's now 3 of the Don center backs who have suffered injuries. Ugarte, obviously currently on the bench. Kojo now being escorted off the field by Coach Lee. So it'll be Linares, Sebastian Linares, the junior, who saw a bit of game action when Ugarte was hurt first. So it'll be Linares and Paravano in the back.
So we're approaching the 5-minute mark. The Don's up by 2. Most recently coming by Kwaku. And before that, Llewellyn.
Paravano over Linares. Feeds it in now. Lackner, 16, the freshman. So you have Lackner over there. Munoz as well. Caltabiano with a big block on Snavely. Kelly over. Komimorog. Komimorog dispossessed. Ball played through. Karakusis would be on. It's just too far for him. 5 minutes to go in this one.
Komimorog again receiving with a hound quickly on him.
Komimorog off the track back. Good block by Linares. Denying the through ball into Karakusis.
Munoz in that right back position.
Right, an all freshman right side. Munoz, Windsor, Lackner. Now, Llewellyn. Llewellyn trying to feed Windsor in. Schmuggy making a run to the boxes along with Llewellyn. Windsor cutting to his left. Windsor, well done. Windsor, the shot with the left. Farley was there. Didn't quite have the power to beat Farley from that distance. A good effort from the freshman, though. It's Farley a long boot forward. Kelly nodding it out.
So play slowing down a bit as the Hounds not pressing up. Here comes Melanson, though, not wanting to give up. It's a foul on Lackner.
Not quite sure what the ref saw. Gilman's going to be loading the box up here. See Webb heading forward. Spurrier in the box as well. Melanson to take it, only Capodanno back. Dons will be careful not to concede here as Melanson lost one towards the back post. Llewellyn got the head to it. Fed forward Webb. Now Snavely dueling with Kelly. Kelly gets the better of him. Kelly with the clearance. Windsor trying to use his pace. Windsor and Capodanno fighting for it. Don's throw.
Good physicality by Windsor to get the ball. Kelly's going to take the throw.
Kelly.
Good settle.
Llewellyn feeding it forward for Schmuggy. Schmuggy to his left. Schmuggy.
Still in.
Goal kick. Three minutes to go. Farley takes the quick kick. Caltabiano. Schmuggy. Don's looking like they might wrap this one up.
Here's Webb over on this right side, even though we have seen him mainly as center back. Just kind of drifting.
Yeah, you can see Webb. Webb is looking to make runs into productive areas now as the clock ticks down. We're approaching the final whistle, only 2 minutes or so to go.
As Ekman's going to switch the game ball for this goal kick with 2 minutes left.
Referee has now stopped the clock. Having some words with Ekman. Perhaps freshman goalkeeper might be trying to take a few seconds off the clock.
We have seen Stuzen out for a couple minutes now, so likely he will remain out. Karakosis going to finish out up top. The Dons once again possessing in the back. One of Coach Lee's specialties.
Caltabiano was looking for Llewellyn forward. Webb and Caltabiano fighting now. Lackner takes Webb off and foul again on, might have been on Caltabiano. Unclear either way, unfortunate.
So Webb to take this one. Lackner getting some good minutes though.
I think it might actually be, it'll be Farley to take it as Gilman advances all the way up the field. Farley, long ball in. Paravano.
Chest maybe. Long going to try to run this one down.
And Garrett. I have to say the Dons, they were challenged today, but they have definitely been the better of the two teams. Have played really well, and they've responded well. They've had some goals from both. Now Llewellyn trying to take it himself. Llewellyn breaks one. Can't complete the move. And Windsor a bit aggressive there. But Garrett, 4 goals for the Dons, 3 by Kwaku Marfo-Sarbing, the 4th coming on a Chase Llewellyn penalty.
So Kwaku, great showing today with the hat trick. Most likely going to win over the start, certainly on that right wing position.
And their Dons, the 4th goal, excuse me, yes, that 3rd goal from Kwaku was really a beautiful goal. It was a beautiful goal all around. The flick from Llewellyn. Kwaku with a brilliant finish. Now it's Windsor. Windsor trying to get a 5th for the Dons. A left-footed shot's going to be wide. And that will be full time, folks. The final score, Loyola 4, Gilman 2. Good showing from the Dons on the Bermudas. They pick up their 2nd win in a row. The same scoreline as their win Monday against Spalding. Now the Dons have a 6-day break. Their next game will come, I believe it is going to be on Tuesday, October 8th. Here on the Bermuda against St. Paul's. You can tune into the stream on that. We'd also like to give a brief shout out to viewers. We have a big home volleyball game against Calvert Hall coming up on Friday. The Dons currently fighting for 1st place in the MIAA conference. But folks, thanks for tuning into this one. I'm Matt Smolka, Garrett Bussey. 4-2 the final scoreline in favor of the Dons. Well played and well done by the Dons as they now move to a record of 4-3-2 in the MIAA conference and position themselves for a playoff spot. Keep following all the action here, but for now it'll be Matt Smolka and Garrett Bussey signing off. Thank you very much.